Hello everyone, my name is Vishal and welcome to our YouTube channel Android Smart Learning. In this video, we will learn how to create base fragment. Before starting this video, I recommend everyone to watch my previous base activity video if you have not watched it, because we will continue with our previous base activity project only. So this is our previous base activity project. Here we have two activity. First activity we have added only single button, and on click of that button we are opening second activity. So let's run the project first. Okay, so this is our first activity. On click of this button we are opening second activity and we are showing one text message over here. Okay, so right now we have two activities, activity 1 and activity 2. Okay, so in this project, so in this video, what we will do, we will create another activity like as home activity, and in home activity we will provide two buttons. One is for activity 1 and second is for activity 2. And in for activity 1 we will add fragment 1, and in activity 2 we will add fragment 2. So and both this fragment 1 and fragment 2 will extend base fragment. Okay, so this is our high level structure. Like we have this home activity first, then we will add this activity 1 and activity 2 in this home activity, and then from activity 1 we will add fragment 1, and activity 2 we will add fragment 2, and both this fragment 1 and fragment 2 will extend base fragment. In my next videos I will add recycler view, base recycler view adapter and generic recycler view adapter also. So accordingly I will add adapter for fragment 1 also and for fragment 2 also. That I will show you in my next video. Okay, but currently in this video we will follow this structure only. Okay, so first let's create a home activity, new activity. So here we will create home activity, and we will set this as a launcher activity, finish. Now let's go to manifest file and just change this path like ui.activity.home activity. Now this is our home activity, XML. Okay, so in this our XML we will add two buttons. Again, to save the time, what I have done, I have typed the code over here and I will copy paste the code from my Notepad++ file into my Android Studio. Okay, so this is my home activity XML file. Here I have in linear layout I have added toolbar and I have added two buttons, button 1 and button 2. These two buttons are for two activities. Okay, now let's go to home activity. Again I will extend this activity with my base activity. Now let's go to activity 1. This activity 1 is again launching, means extending base activity. So let me copy paste this code again and I will paste this code over here. Okay, now this is my home activity which is extending base activity. Here I will write activity home binding. In onCreate method, set toolbar, I have set the toolbar and I have set the toolbar title. Here I will set activity as a home, activity home. Then in inflate binding also I will pass this binding, activity home binding. Okay, then in bind view data, in previous first activity we had only single button, but right now we have two buttons. So here button activity 1 and button activity 2. So here we will write activity 1 and activity 2. Okay, again on click of first activity I am opening activity 1, and on click of second activity button I am opening second activity, btn activity 2. Okay, on click of first button I am opening activity 1, and on click of second button I am opening activity 2. So this is our home activity code is ready. This is our home activity KT file code and this is our home activity XML file code. Okay, now let's go to activity 1. In activity 1 we have toolbar, then we have set some data into this, and we have click listener. Now let's go to activity 1 XML. So this is our activity 1 XML. in activity 1 XML in linear layout, what we have done, we have the simple button for button click. But right now in activity 1 we need to add fragment 1. Okay, so what we will do here, we will just hide this button or comment out this button, and we will add frame layout over here. So this is my frame layout. So this frame layout I will add in my activity 1 XML. Also in activity 2 XML also I will add this frame layout. So in activity 2 I have this simple text view. So I just comment out this and I'll add this frame layout also in activity 2. Okay, so in activity 1 and activity 2 XML I have added frame layout for my fragment. Okay, now in activity 1 KT file, okay, so in bind view data, so right now we don't have any click event or click view in our activity, so let's just comment it out. Okay, again go to activity 2. Here also let's just comment it out. Okay, so now in bind view data method, here we have set some title, but right now we don't have this button. Okay, so here what we will do, we will write the code to add our fragment. Again, to add the fragment we need to write code here for adding the fragment, again in activity 2 also for adding the fragment. So the better way is we will add this method add fragment in our base activity. Okay, so this is our add fragment method that we will add in our base activity. So this is our base activity. Here I'll add this add fragment method. Okay, now let's go to fragment 1. Here I'll just comment it out, and here I'll add fragment, and then I'll pass fragment. Okay, right now we don't have fragment, so what we will do, we will create two fragment blank. Here we will create two fragment 1 finish and fragment 2. Fragment 2. Okay, finish. Now this is my fragment 1. We will remove this code as we don't require this. Then this one also. Okay, this is our simple fragment 1 code. Okay, so this is our fragment 1 and fragment 2. Again let's go to fragment 1 XML file. So this is our fragment 1 XML file. Here we have a text view. Let me add text view from here. So this is my text view that I'll add over here. So this is my text view. Again let's go to fragment 2 XML. Here also I will add one text view. Okay, TV fragment 2. Okay, so I have created two fragments over here, and in XML file I have added two simple text view. Okay, so in fragment 1 XML I have added one text view, and in fragment 2 I have added one text view. Okay, now let's go to fragment 1. So it's inflating the layout. So let's create on view created method here, on view created method, and in on view created method what we will do, we will write this code. Let me explain you this code also. Okay, so this is my fragment 1 TV fragment 1 dot text. So in my fragment 1 XML I have added one text view. So here I have set the text as fragment 1, and on click of it I am showing one toast message here. Also activity 1. Okay, also I have set the toolbar title over here. So this code is to set some data into text view. This is my click listener, and here I have set the toolbar title. Let me copy paste this code, and let me paste this code in my fragment2 also. On view created, so here I'll write fragment2 TV fragment 2. Okay, fragment 2 TV fragment 2 TV fragment 2 dot text require activity as fragment 2. Okay, now let's run the code here. Okay, now let's add fragment 1 here. Fragment 1 here, I am adding fragment 1, and let's set some title fragment 1. Okay, this is our add fragment. We don't require this third parameter, so we will remove this. Okay, so let's go to activity 1. So this is we have added fragment 1. Again in activity 2 also we will add fragment 2. Let's comment it out. Fragment 2. Okay, so what we have done till now, we have created home activity, and in home activity we have provided two buttons for activity 1 and activity 2. In activity 1 we have added fragment 1, and in activity 2 we have added fragment 2. So let's run the project. Yes, we have activity 1 and activity 2. On click of activity 1, we are opening activity 1, and in that activity we have loaded this fragment 1. So currently fragment 1 is displaying. Then activity 2. Okay, there is some issue I think in activity 2. Let's go to activity 2. Here we have added fragment 2. Okay, in fragment 2, let me check the logcat. Okay, in fragment 2 I am passing activity 1 actually. Okay, activity 2 I have passed over here. It's my mistake. Now again I have run the application. On click of activity 2, fragment 2 is opening. Okay, I just forgot to add one thing over here. In activity 2 we have this line of code for our back button. Okay, so let me add this code again in my activity 1. Okay, again let me run the code. Okay, so this is my home activity, activity 1 and activity 2. This is my fragment 1. Again I press the back button. This is my fragment 2. Okay, now if you check this are fragment 1 and fragment 2, here we are inflating the layout. Okay, in fragment 2 also, here also we are inflating the layout. So the issue with this architecture is we need to write the few lines of code multiple times. So here we will keep common code in our base fragment class, and it will act as a super class for all other fragments. So now let's start writing the base fragment. Okay, so now let's go to our base package. Here we will write base fragment. Base fragment. Okay, so this is our base fragment. Now this is our base fragment class, and we don't want to initialize this class, but we want to derive other fragment from this base fragment. So we will mark this class as a abstract. Okay, now here we will define generic type as a view binding. Okay, VB view binding. Okay, so we have defined the general type as view binding, and from sub fragment we will pass actual binding class. Now in constructor of this base fragment, okay, now in constructor of this base fragment we will declare higher order function which will inflate view binding. In this higher order function we will use lambda expression. Okay, so here we will write private val view. Let's take a parameter as view binding inflator, and its return type is, and its data type is, let's assume layout inflator. Okay, VB. Okay, so this is lambda expression, this is a variable, this is a data type we have taken as a layout inflator, and its return type is VB. Okay, and this is extending our fragment. Okay, now let's on create view. Now let's override this on create view method. Okay, and before this, what we will do, we will create here one variable for binding VB. Okay, and in on create view, what we will do, binding is equal to view binding inflator dot invoke, and here we will pass inflator. Okay, and return binding dot root. Okay, so basically we are inflating the view from our base fragment, from our base fragments on create view method. Okay, also usually in every fragment or in any activity we need to bind some data into the UI and also need to add some click listener. So here also we will create two methods for this purpose. Same two methods we have added in our base activity video also in my previous video. So let's add those two methods. Abstract fun, let's assume bind view data. Okay, and abstract fun, let's assume set on click listener. Okay, now I have added these two functions as a abstract. Okay, now our base fragment is ready. Now let's go to our fragment one and just remove this fragment and extend this fragment with our base fragment. So this is our base fragment, and here we will pass our binding. So here I will pass fragment 1 binding, and in this constructor I will pass the reference of inflate function. Fragment 1 binding inflate. Okay, now we need to implement some members because we have declared these two methods as a abstract class. So we have added these two methods we have overridden these two methods. Now in on bind view data, what we will do, we will just cut this line and we'll paste over here. Also we will cut this line and we'll paste over here, and this click listener we will add in our click listener method. Okay, now okay, it's my mistake. This is my click listener method. Okay, now I have added this. Now we have this our on view created method. Now we don't require this method, just we can remove it. Also we can remove this our on create view method because we have already added this method in our base fragment. Now if you see in our fragment one, we have just this bind view data method and set on click listener method. Again, let's go to fragment 2, base fragment, and we will pass fragment 2 binding, and here also we will pass fragment 2 binding inflate. Okay, here also we need to implement these two methods. Okay, we will remove this on create view, and in bind view data we will add these two lines. Okay, and click listener, in click listener we will add this one. Okay, now let's remove this on view created also. Okay, now if you see, in previously in both the fragment we were inflating the layout, but right now what we are doing here, we are passing the binding instance to our base fragment, and from base fragment we are inflating the layout. So in base fragment here we are here binding instance it will receive, and in on create view from here we are inflating the layout. So there is no need to create this on create view method in each fragment. Okay, so here let's go to base fragment, and I think I forgot to add these two methods in my on view created. Okay, so in on view created I'll add these two methods, bind view data and set click listener. Okay, so I have added two methods over here. So we have provided two methods over here as an abstract, we have added these two methods over here, and we have implemented these two methods in our respective fragments, and we have set the data over here, and we have added the click listener over here. Okay, one more thing, we have added these two methods, and both these methods are abstract, so it is necessary to override both this method in our sub fragment. But there might be few functionalities which are not necessary to implement in each fragment. So for those we can declare method in our base fragment which is not abstract. Okay, now let's go to suppose base fragment. Now let's take example. Let's create one method here to observe some data. Okay, so here we will create one method, but this method we will not declare as an abstract because this method is not necessary to implement in each and every fragment. Okay, so suppose I'm open fun and suppose set observer. Okay, so this is not an abstract method. So if you see in fragment 1 or in fragment 2, here we are not getting any error. Previously we were getting an error to override those two methods. Okay, implement member. Okay, but right now we are not getting any error over here. So it's our choice to add this method in our fragment, like fragment 1 or fragment 2. So let me add this method in my fragment, set observer. So in set observer, let's do one thing. I'll just print this toast message, and here in toast message I'll pass Vishal. Okay, and this method I'll call from my on view created. In on view created I'll call this set observer method. Okay, now the set observer method I have added in only fragment 1. In fragment 2 I have not added this method. Okay, so now let's run the code. So this is our activity 1. Here also we are fragment, and see we can see the toast. Again let me run the code. Okay, so this is our first activity. In activity 1 we have added fragment 1, and if you can see we are showing toast message here Vishal. Okay, and fragment 1 is also there. On click of this fragment 1, again toast message is showing. Again go back and activity 2. Here activity 2 we are not showing any toast message because we have not overridden that set observer method. So on click of this fragment 2 is showing. Okay, so in this video what we have done, we have added these two fragments, fragment 1 and fragment 2, and in both these fragments are extending this base fragment. In base fragment we have inflated the layout using this on create view. So in both this fragment 1 and fragment 2, there is no need to create this on create view method. Okay, along with that we have added this two abstract method which is necessary to implement in our sub fragment 1 and fragment 2. So we have implemented this. Again we have created this method, but this method is not abstract, so it is optional for sub fragment to override this method or to implement this method. So we have implemented this method in fragment 1 only, not in fragment 2. So this make it optional for its subclass to override. The subclass are not forced to override this method, subset observer. Okay, so we have implemented our base fragment. Okay. Also you can add few more things in your base fragment. Like suppose if you are calling any API from your fragment, then you can show or hide progress dialog from your base fragment also. In my MVVM clean architecture playlist, I have added this progress dialog show and hide method in my base fragment. So I have provided link of this playlist in the description. Okay, so that's all about this video. In this video we have created base fragment class to improve code reusability. If you like this video, then please subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching this video.